on today because we have something very, very special for all of you to tune into. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Ali Saleh. I'm the VP of Sales here inside the Akashx community. And I want to just go ahead and myself thank you for taking time to just be here and spend this time with us, because this call is going to be absolutely revolutionary. One thing I will say, for those of you who don't know, I got started in the network marketing industry in April of 2020. So it's been, a little bit over 5 years, creeping up on year 6, and it's been a great journey. However, when I did get started in the industry, I didn't really have a lot of mentors in my circle. There wasn't a lot of people who were willing to help me, who were willing to train me, who were willing to kind of go all in with me. And I was fortunate enough that I found virtual mentors to really teach me the game. And if it wasn't for these individuals, I would not be who I am today. So regardless of where you are in your network marketing journey, I just want to let you know that what was possible for me is 110% possible for you. One of the things I love about this industry is you're not in business by yourself. You're in business for sure for yourself, but you always will have a community of people, whether they're in your group or not, that are going to help you along your journey. And that's exactly who ERIC WORRE was for me. I remember when I got started in the industry, I learned something about a company, a brand called GoPro, and I didn't even know who was behind it. And I did a little simple Google search, and I came across a few trainings from an incredible gentleman by the name of ERIC WORRE. I want you guys to drop a 777 in the chat box, okay? If you have been blessed to hear the powerful message of ERIC WORRE at some point in your life. This man has made an impact in some way, in some capacity, in every single person's life on this call, which goes to show you what an incredible human being he is. And if it wasn't for his trainings, if it wasn't for ERIC WORRE's GoPro, I wouldn't know how to invite to an event. I wouldn't know how to set up the proper message for prospecting. I come from a sales background where I would do everything in my power to close every single person I talk to, but I learned that in this industry, I need to outwork everybody. I need to become a professional sorter, and I need to go through the no's to get to the yeses, because you can never say the wrong thing to the right person. And I'm so grateful that today we have that individual who impacted not just my life, but all of your lives on this call today to give us some incredible information about what's to come, about the GoPro experience for 2025 that's coming up here in just a few short weeks, December 5th, 6th, and 7th. We have an incredible event with ERIC WORRE, and it's literally the most cost-effective way to learn and gravitate towards your goals for 2026 and beyond. So I'm extremely humbled and blessed that we have this individual here today, and I want to make sure that everybody understands what you're supposed to do on this call. So first thing I need every single person to do is slide that phone on Do Not Disturb, and I need you to dig deep into your pockets to receive the information you're going to receive today. And what that means is I need you guys locked in and paying attention, because we've never had a training like this. We've never had a speaker like this for our community. So it's so important that we take this very, very seriously and we go all in with ERIC, because his time is so valuable. There's thousands of networkers right now trying everything in their power to get ERIC on a call. And the fact that he decided to come spend some time with Akashx today means that we need to send the ladder back up to him and respect the information that we're going to learn today. And none of this would be possible without obviously Akashx, our founder and CEO, Joshua Zweigel, who literally gave me life to come back into this industry and give it one more crack. And I'm so grateful that I partnered with the right people, and one of those people being our crown ambassador here inside Akashx, Matthew Thayer. One thing I will say about Matthew Thayer is he has an unkillable spirit. He's one of the most incredible people I've ever worked with in my entire time in the network marketing industry. And the one thing I love about Matty is he's always the dreamer. He's always going to think bigger than everybody in the room. And it's one of the reasons why when we joined Akashx, when I got started in Akashx, guys, in April of last year, where the brand was doing $160,000 per month in revenue, and we took that thing to over $4 million a month, thousands of students, over 50,000 lives impacted just here inside Akashx. And none of that would be possible without Matthew, without Josh, without Joey Wilson, without all the incredible leaders, Garrett Roberts, Michael Amberger, Wesley, Arabella, Dr. China. I'm forgetting some people right now, but without all of you guys, none of this would be possible. Mr. Karab, I appreciate all of you guys and every single one of you on this call. So guys, I'm going to get myself out of the way and I'm going to bring up our very first speaker. And when I bring up the speaker, guys, I want you guys to just go absolutely crazy in the chats when I do bring up this speaker, because this individual, again, is the pulse, is the heartbeat of what we were able to create here inside Akashx. And I'm super humbled and grateful that I had a chance to not just meet a friend in the industry and a mentor, a partner, but somebody who I can actually see myself doing life with forever. This is someone who, we're constantly going back and forth, giving each other feedback, ideas, how we can literally deliver for you. 99% of our conversations are about what we can do to grow the community, to grow your paychecks, to help you guys win, and to crush it in network marketing and with our incredible products. So ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I need you guys to light up the chat box for none other than Matthew Thayer, Crown Ambassador, my best friend, business partner, my brother. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for the opportunity, for allowing all of us to be here in Akashx with you. My brother, the floor is yours.
Ollie, man, you always do an incredible job introing the call. So I'm so grateful for you, man, and your leadership and what you're doing for this company and just all the incredible things that you do day in and day out, man. I'm so appreciative of you and grateful for all of your hard work, man. Guys, today's a very, very special day, and I'm extremely excited to hear Eric speak on this call. And I'm not going to take a lot of time. I just know what I wanted to do first is kind of just lay out the foundation of the reason of why I said yes to really pushing GoPro and like why even Eric's here today, right? Like I wanted to kind of give you guys the reasonings why we're doing this and why it's so important, because here's the reality. To get to the next level, you have to stay a student. And in order to really achieve all of the things that you guys want to achieve in this business, it's going to take a new you. It's going to take you becoming someone completely different than who you are today. And being able to get mentorship from someone like ERIC WORRE is just the beginning of it. And I want to kind of first, share the story of Akashx and where we're at and where we believe this thing is going to go because of an event that's going to happen from December 5th to December 7th. Guys, when I came to Akashx three-ish years ago, I sat down with Josh Legel in Vegas and we talked about the landscape of the trading space. And we were in that room talking about how we wanted to do something different than what everybody else was doing. And we came out of that room laser focused. We created the app, we created the education, we created, it very simplified. But that was just the start of it. The first year, guys, when you're building something from brand new, it's really just all about preaching the vision. It's all about vision. And for the first year, nobody really followed us. Nobody, really wanted to be a part of it because it was brand new, it was fresh. But going into 2014, something special happened. We started creating new things. We came up with Tap to Trade. We got the partnership with the prop firm. And like Ali said, we were able to go from 1,500 to over 20,000 active, right? We went from 150,000 to over, $4 or $5 million, guys, a month. And it was special. And me and my business partner got back together in August. We absolutely dominated this industry. And we look back for the last 13 years and we noticed that what was at the core of our business, the reasons why we went all in this industry, was because we were handed a book called the ERIC WORRE GoPro. And it's when we made the decision going from an amateur to a professional. And like right now with Akashx, we have the opportunity to take this business to the next level by getting everybody laser focused on the mission. And we can do that by getting everybody to one single event, getting everybody to understand what are the tools, what do you have to know in order to build this business. And if Akashx is going to get to that next level, we all have to be on the same page. So I'm not going to take a lot of time. We got ERIC WORRE himself on this call. For me, I believe I'm here today because of ERIC WORRE. That book really helped me go from just taking this thing as a hobby and becoming a professional. He's helped so many people all over the world become 6, 7, 8-figure earners. My business partner alone is in the $1 million Hall of Fame because of people like ERIC WORRE. So Eric, man, I know you're there. I'm going to spotlight your video. I'm super excited to be partnered with you. Thank you so much for all the things that you do for the industry. And as an Akashx community, man, we're so excited to have you here today. So, man, thank you so much. And take it over.
I'm excited to be here. Matthew, appreciate it. And Ali, thank you so much for setting everything up. And great to see everybody. Happy holidays to you. I hope you're ready to close 2025 strong. Make 2026 your best year ever. If you're ready to do that, throw a 1 in the chat. This is your time. This is your moment. You're ready to smash it. All right, good. I've got 14 minutes until I got to jump on another Zoom. So I want to give you as much as I can give you in 14 minutes, okay? Straight up. Straight story. I've been involved in this business since I was 23 years old. And I will tell you, network marketing is not perfect, but it is better. Okay? For so many reasons. The low price of entry makes it amazing. The flexibility, the support, it's very learnable. The leverage that you can create. Everything lines up for the average person to be able to build something for real, to turn their involvement into an income, turn their income into a business that lasts. That's my goal. Help you build a business that lasts. However, you're all involved, and I'm gonna share something with you that maybe is not what you're expecting. Okay. I was told from one of my leaders or one of my mentors early in my career that the bigger the problem you're able to solve, the bigger the paycheck you can get in network marketing, which changed my relationship with problems. I stopped running away from problems and I started just solving them. And at this stage of my life, it's not really as much about income, but it is about contribution. And I think together, the bigger the problem we're able to solve in the network marketing profession, the bigger our contribution can be to others. The bigger our contribution can be to the people that we love. The more capable we are in order to be able to take care of people who can't take care of themselves, and to grow teams that really can build and stand the test of time. Okay? So our business is huge. Network marketing has been around since 1945. There's 100 million people involved as distributors around the world. It does about $200 billion a year in sales. It means about $80 billion gets paid in commissions every single year. That's over $200 million every single day. Okay? It's working really, really well. However, there's a big hole. And if we can solve this, we could fill this hole, we could solve this problem, everything gets easier. And I want to help you turn everything into easier, more productive, more sustainable. I want you to not just build an income, but build a business that lasts. Okay? That challenge, which is an opportunity, biggest opportunity, is this. One word: expectations. We set expectations that can't possibly be met. And what ends up happening from setting expectations that are improper expectations is we have a retention problem. Now, let me give you some real love. If I give you some real truth. Every year in network marketing, about 80% of people who get involved as a distributor go from active to inactive. 80%. That means if you have a team of 10 people, 8 of them at some point are just going to go, boop, they're going to go inactive. Now, it doesn't have to be that way. I'm just giving you the big statistics across the profession. Out of 100 million, 80 million people join, and then they go inactive. Now, why is that? Well, one, because we have a super low price of entry. It doesn't cost much to get involved, so there's not much skin in the game. There's not much risk to just walk away when it gets difficult, right? Two, most people who start things don't finish, just human nature. Most people who buy a book don't finish the book. It's normal. 3, fear shows up in all its forms. They join because they're excited, but then they get a little nervous involved. And because they have low price of entry attached to that, they tend to walk away sometimes. 4, they don't hang around long enough to develop any skill. They don't have any skill. They don't build confidence. They don't take action. But the biggest one is expectation. So isn't that crazy? Amy says that's a lot. Wow. It's the biggest opportunity in our business, because if we close this retention gap, we change everything. Pressure on your business just completely goes away. So let me ask you a few questions. Is building an Akashx business easy? Put a 1 in the chat. If it's hard, put a 2 in the chat. Be honest. Easy or hard? Be honest. Anybody putting a 1 in the chat, show me your check. If it's so easy, or so easy, show me. How much duplication do you have? How many leaders do you have? How many 6-figure earners do you have? How much money are you making? If it's so easy. It ain't easy. I've been doing this 38 years. It is not easy. It is maybe the hardest thing you'll ever do in your lifetime. It is emotional. It is challenging. It is difficult. Not easy. But what do we tell prospects? It's easy. Just push a button. It's easy. Everybody wins. Right? We love this. And we're in love with our phrases. So sometimes we say, no, it's not easy, but it's what? Simple. It's simple. Oh, it's so simple. Well, put a 1 in the chat if it's simple. Put a 2 in the chat if it's complicated. Is it simple or complicated? Really? Simple or complicated? Let me ask you a different question. Have you ever been overwhelmed at any time in your Akashx business? Put a 7 in the chat if you've ever been overwhelmed. Have you ever been overwhelmed? How could you possibly be overwhelmed if it's so simple? It's not simple. You got to learn how to sell. You got to learn how to onboard. You got to learn how to find prospects. You got to learn how to figure out social media. You got to recruit people. You got to get them going. You got to get some success. You got to keep people around. You got to answer every question. You got to overcome every objection. You got to get people to attend events. You got to get people to show up on Zooms. You got to get people to work without being supervised with 8 million different personality types. Not simple. Not easy. Not simple. But is it worth it? Yes. That's one thing we can say yes. It is worth it. But I believe that there's 2 days in a network marketer's life. The day they join and the day they decide that they're going to go to the top. So put a 2 in the chat if you decided that you're going to go to the top. You're going to do this. You made the second decision. You had that second day. Now tell me how many months it took before you made that decision. Put that in the chat. How many months before you made that decision? 18 months, years, 60 months, 10 years, 13 months, 12 months, 10 months, 5 months. It takes time. Took me 3.5 years. 3.5 years before I really made the decision. I thought I made the decision before that, but really, 3.5 years, 42 months. So let's say it averages a year in this group. If it takes a year for a person to make a decision, what's our number one job? Get people to stay for a year. Our whole job is buying time. Get people to stay another week. Get people to stay another month. Get people to stay 90 days. Here's some crazy stats. If you sign up a person today, and if by March 1st they haven't earned $1 from the company, the retention of that group on average will be about 20%. Within 90 days, you'll lose 80% of them. Now, they haven't walked away completely, but they're just not active. However, if they earn $1 from your company, $1 by March 1st, the retention goes from 20% to 74%. A single dollar. Our whole job is buying time. Get people to stay around longer. Because if we buy time 90 days at a time, 90 days at a time, another 90 days, another month, another couple weeks, if we buy enough time, then if they're around, then they can be on a Zoom like this and make a decision. They can attend a company event. They can have a result. Something happens, they make a decision. If they're not around, you don't have that opportunity. So you have to buy time. The whole game is making a decision that you're going to stay around until you make the decision that changes your life, until you learn the skills, until you change your mindset, until you become a leader, and you teach everybody else how to do the same thing. You want to know the advanced training topic? Buying time. Do whatever you got to do. What can you do? It doesn't take much. If I want to see Alice have more success, it doesn't take much. I just need to introduce Alex to a few other people and have her make some friends. If she makes some friends, she'll probably hang around. If I set reasonable expectations, she'll probably hang around. If she learns something, if she attends an event, if she makes $1, if she gets some result from the product herself, something, she believes in the vision. Doesn't take much. I just have to get her to hang around long enough until she makes that decision. If I do that, not only do I win, she wins. That's the whole game, you guys. If you buy time, then you can change somebody's mindset. And then eventually show them how to become skilled. And then eventually show them how to become a leader and turn their income into a business that lasts. So I've helped a lot of people. I've helped over 1,000 people make 7 figures a year in network marketing. Tens of thousands make 6 figures. Okay. I'm not guessing when I'm talking about this stuff. When it talks about buying time, mindset, skill set, leadership, I know what I'm doing. We're hosting an event in 11 days, December 5th, 6th, and 7th. The GoPro experience. This is our 16th year. It's going to be the best one we've ever had. 3 days to change your life. In person, sold out, but you can get a ticket around the world. It's translated into English, Spanish, French, German, Italian, and Polish. We have those languages for sure. Normally, an online ticket for this event is $300 to be able to watch it online for those 3 days. 8 hours a day, 3 straight days, 24 hours of training, best in the world. $300 for a ticket, worth every penny. You can get a ticket today for $3. $1 a day. $3 where you can register and you can be part of this over the course of 3 days. Okay? So I want you to get that, and they're putting the link into the chat. But more importantly, let me help you. Here's how I can help you. Every possible person you can get to join this event, I can help you buy the time that you need with them. I can help you buy another 90 days to get some results. I can help you help them make a decision. I can't help if they don't attend. You need to insist that they attend. You need to insist that they show up. You need to insist that they take the notes. Because over the course of 3 days, they will learn the mindset, the skill set, and how to become a stronger leader. I want you to not only build an income, but build a business that lasts, that can stand the test of time. 3 years from today, 5 years from today, 10 years from today. You improve retention, you buy the time for all the rest of the stuff to happen, everything gets easier. Less stress on you, less stability for your or more stability for your organization. Okay? So I got to bounce. I'm 1 minute late for my other Zoom, but mad love to all of you. Can't wait to see you in 11 days. I'll look forward to talking to you all soon. Have a good one, and our host will take it from here. See you soon, everybody.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Eric. Absolutely incredible job. And guys, I'm extremely excited about GoPro. I'm blessed that we were able to have 14 minutes, with him. To be able to share a Zoom with him is something that definitely has been on my dream board, guys, for my entire career. And I just want to be a reflection to all of you guys that it's possible, right? Like, I was like a lot of you guys 13 years ago, seeing this industry, sitting down, listening to mentors and wanting to get to that next level, going to the events with my business partner Joey, and just thinking about times like this, having the ability to be on a Zoom with Eric and have the opportunity to share this light with him is something that is truly special. But the point is, it's possible for all of you guys as well. And going to this event, being present at this event is going to be your first step. It's going to be your first step to going in that direction. Because if I didn't go to the events, if I didn't get on the Zoom calls, if I didn't read the book, I don't think I'd be here today. So make sure to get your ticket, guys, to that event. And if you are planning on coming to Vegas to be there with us, we are having an Akashx experience. We do have Friday night at my Uncle John's house. We are opening that up to platinums and above. So you guys still have a little bit. You guys have this week, right, to go hit platinum and get your ticket to come down to Vegas and get a part of that experience. And just be able to mastermind with the top leadership, be there, have the social media, and just be around everybody that's going to be there in Vegas. And then on Sunday, we also have the diamond experience. So if you are a diamond in this business, guys, we're going to be doing a diamond experience on Sunday as well. And we do have some things planned for Saturday. We're still putting some of those stuffs together, but I'm excited to see all of you guys. I'm excited to see everybody that decides to come to Vegas. I'm excited to see what happens over the next 6 to 8 months coming out of this event, because where I've been able to see the most momentum, guys, is from events like this, right? It's from being able to see everybody aligned in line with where we're going. But it's very important for you to go, but it's more important for how many people can you bring also. So, get your ticket, but also bring 1 or 2 people out of your network, bring 1 or 2 people out of your team to the event as well. So, Ali, I don't know if you want to close with anything as well. I know I got Joey on here as well. We got some incredible leaders as co-hosts. We don't have to end the call quite yet. We got Karab, we got John, we got Dr. China. If you guys want to add anything about your GoPro experience like we did the call before, I wanted to give you guys an opportunity to tell your story as well. But Ali, you can go first if you'd like.
Yeah, the only thing I'll say is it's been a while since I've watched Eric train live. Like a lot of the stuff I watch right now from him is like, previously recorded stuff. And just hearing him speak right now for the 14 minutes that he's been doing this, and look, I've been listening to Eric since 2020, and some of you have been listening to him for way longer than me. I needed to hear that. Like, as the VP sales of this company, as somebody who's, leading all of you guys to battle every single day alongside Matthew and Joey and Josh and Jay and Karab and, Michael Amberger and Wesley and Arabella and like all the incredible people here. It felt really good to hear that, and he really broke it down so smooth. We just need to get people to a year, get them their belief check. They'll never leave. It's really as simple as we want it to be. It's not hard, It's just about doing the daily actions and holding yourself accountable, and you'll get there. And that's why these things are so important, because at any moment in time, a training, regardless of how long or how little you've been in the industry, can humble you and remind you why you're doing this. So it was definitely a breath of fresh air for me. Super grateful for Eric. Like, the very first GoPro experience that I did, guys, was in 2020. Eric had done like a 7-day recruiting challenge, and it was 7 days, and it was like the very begin, like it was the pandemic. We're all locked down, and I remember just being on like Facebook with like 70,000 other people. And I remember day one was like 70,000 people. Day two was like 60,000 people. Day three was like 40,000 people. And by the time we got to day seven, there was like 30,000 of us. Still like crazy numbers, but you can see the belief level of the commitment that people have. And that's why they say 80% of the battle is showing up. And I stayed all 7 days, and I went on to make millions of dollars in this industry, and, you know, just partner up with the incredible people. And look, we got a $1 Million Hall of Famer on the call right now. A few of them, I don't know if they're available to drop a few nuggets. Like Joey, if you're available.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Oh, there he is. What's going on,
Oh,
Joey?
my
How
bad.
are you,
I didn't
bro?
mean to boot you guys out of there.
No, you're good. You're good. You're good, bro. We want to hear from you, man. Guys, do me a favor. Light it up in the chat box for Joey. Like, he's been posting some amazing content lately. I don't know if you guys are watching his stories. He's got his cute son right there. You know, I love Joey, man. He's always such a big dreamer. He always brings so much value to the table. And, you know, it's incredible to work with you, bro. I love how polished you are. Not just as a leader, but as a man, you know, like you really got this thing dialed in and figured out, bro. So thank you for pouring into us. And yeah, bro, sell the dream, man. We're ready to hear it.
Well, I appreciate it so much. And I didn't know I'd be talking on this call at all, but listening to Eric, listening to you guys, I had to throw in my 2 cents just because I make no commission. We make no commission off pushing ERIC WORRE GoPro. Where we make the commission is he helps us build a really strong foundation, right? And so like Matt said, you know, when we first got started in the industry, they threw us that book, GoPro by ERIC WORRE, and it's just the basics. And for me, I feel like I've been able to thrive in this industry because I always kept things really simple. And Eric is one of the best in the world at being able to articulate this industry in a very simple way. And so we read the books, we get on the GoPro, we've been to the live events, right? Like they said, I got into the GoPro $1 Million Hall of Fame. But one thing we also did as well is we would do, you know, leaders on the team would do leadership retreats. We did Wisconsin Dells at these little resorts where we did a GoPro weekend, right? So people getting together in living rooms and getting as many people together in your living room as possible if you can't get to Vegas, just to be around that energy for the weekend, just to mastermind with each other, do breakout sessions together, pick up the phone when Eric tells you to do, you know, how to take action, what it looks like. You all are picking up the phone together and you're around that energy. That's how we're going to take this whole entire thing to the next level. So I just give my hat off to Matt and Ali for stepping up and getting Eric somehow on this call, getting him connected with our group. And I would love to do more stuff with him moving forward to help kind of have that head coach for this company. I think that's incredible. So I appreciate you guys for doing that. And, you know, John Haremza obviously has been a longtime friend of his as well. And so getting the mentorship from John, from Eric, the lineup of the lineage that we're involved in this game, we're going to create massive success stories, but with the best foundation in the world. So super excited, guys. And I'll kick it back to you, Thayer and Ollie.
Hey guys, John here. I'll just jump in here for a moment. You know, Joey had mentioned, you know, I've known Eric my entire career. And, you know, guys, I want to ask you a quick question. I'm at the gym right now. And, you know, one of the things about this industry is it can provide you a lifestyle that is, you know, beholden to no one. I mean, this business, having success in this industry, and I'm talking about building an organization, aside from the trading, right? Can create a life that you could never even imagine, okay? But as I listen to Eric, and I've known him my whole life, and I want to ask you guys a quick question. If building an organization, creating that leveraged income, creating that residual income, removing yourself from the day-to-day activities it takes to generate an income by building an organization, if that's something you truly want to do, and you can attend this event for $3, no matter where you live in the world, from the comfort of your home, it is absolute insanity for you not to do that, okay? I mean, we're talking about, I want you to think about anything you really want in your life, and if the number one person was willing to spend 3 days with you and train you to help you have the greatest success possible, and you passed on that, that is complete insanity, right? For 3 days, for $3, to be able to hear the incredible trainers, the you know, the knowledge. I mean, it's literally like getting a year's education or 2 years education in 3 days. Think about, you know, in 3 days, advancing yourself 12 months, 3 days, advancing yourself 12 months in where you are today, and then not take advantage of that, and then not take and get every single person you know to have that same experience, your business will absolutely blow up. I mean, we're all here to help you. We're all here, yes, we're here to grow our own businesses, but we're more importantly wanting to help each person have the greatest level of success as possible. And I can tell you, success again in this industry is unlike anything, right? Anything you can possibly imagine. So, I hope for those of you that are coming to Vegas, I can't wait to see you. We're going to have an incredible experience, starting out that evening on Friday evening at my house, but throughout the entire weekend. And for those of you that can't make it or you're all over the world, take advantage of this. If you really want to, I think, here, I've been in the industry also now, I think 37 or 38 years, $30 million in commission. I was a $9 a year person, a $9 an hour person, maintenance person. My dad, was a janitor at a high school. My mom worked in a dog food factory. No one in my family ever had success. And I took a chance. I was 24 years old when I entered this industry. Many of you are young, right? Guys, I'm telling you, you take this thing serious, treat it like a business, and you're going to wake up one day and your life will completely and totally change. So with that, I'll pass it back to whoever next wants to say something. Thanks, guys. See you soon.
Awesome. Thank you so much, John. Yeah, we'll go over to Dr. Ambassador China. Thank you so much, Dr. China, for all you do for the community as well. You're one of the fastest growing teams here with Akashx right now. So I know you are fired up about Vegas. Yes. You have so many people going to this event. So the floor is yours as well.
Oh my goodness. First of all, I want to just say thank you to both you, Maddie, as well as Ali, for just being incredible leaders to put together something so phenomenal. What I believe we just experienced just now is having our whole organization's experience and have access to very high level and top level leadership. That's where the leadership doesn't really feel so good. You don't hear the things that you think that you're supposed to hear. And I believe when Eric started, he said, what I'm going to say most of you won't like. And that's because most people don't have access to high level leadership like that, where they can hear the real talk behind the scenes. So consider yourself really blessed to be able to hear directly that you get to draw a line in the sand right now. What you're hearing right now today from ERIC WORRE wasn't somebody who said, I'm going to create, Go Hobby. He said, I'm going to create GoPro, network marketing GoPro, not network marketing Go Hobby. So this is the defining moment in your career where you make a decision to draw a line in the sand that I'm going to be of the top 20%. I'm going to be of the people that not just be here a year from now, but in the next 5 years, I'm still in this company. The next 10 years, I'm still on this vision and on this mission to get it done. Because at the end of the day, when he asks the questions, is it easy or is it hard? Is it complicated or is it simple? You can make it simple if you just make a decision. Make a decision to do the hard work. I don't know about you guys, but I love the hard work. I just left from a room here in Atlanta, and it was a women empowerment conference where I had an opportunity to really connect with founders of different companies. And every conversation that we had was $100 million conversation. And the things that we get to do that's handed to us basically in a box, they got to go build it from scratch. Yet they're willing to do the hard work because they understand the reward of it. And when I was listening to some of the women and all of the things that they had to do, I was so excited because we are so blessed not only to have a low entry to get all of these things, but the reward is so great. Most of them have to do so much for the type of reward that we literally only have to get excited about inviting people, about promoting. He talked about some of the things. I know I take notes every time I talk to Eric. I've had an opportunity to be a part of several different of his programs, and it is top level conversation. The type of conversation that causes, once again, you to draw a line in the sand and decide, listen, either I'm all in or I'm going to just enjoy the environment. Some of you come on board just to make a couple of dollars. I know that's what I did when I got started. I just wanted to make a couple of $100s to pay a bill. But when I realized what this industry provided, I immediately make a decision to go to the top. When I look at the compensation plan, I'm curious to you guys, when you look look at the comp right now, we just enhanced Akashx compensation plan. What position are you looking at when you look at that compensation plan? Type it in the chat right now. Like when you see the compensation plan, do you limit it to your current abilities, or do you say, if this is available to me, I want to go to the top? Like write down it in the chat. Where do you want to go when you see that compensation plan? I see Rich off the net in here. Like when you see it, what are you thinking for yourself, right? Or like are you limited to your past experiences? Are you limited to the ability of what you believe you can do in this moment? Because what that simply means is that you didn't need to just grow to become the person who could just believe. Guys, do you realize it's free to believe? It's free to just believe. And that's why getting in the environments, getting in the room, whether it's the physical room or the virtual room, that shifts your mindset. Because what happens is you start to hear from people and you realize that they're really no better than you. Maybe they've been around longer than you. Maybe they believe a bit more than you. But if you continue to be in environments like that, your belief begins to expand. Your belief begins to grow. And so when I hear Eric, once again, I'm telling you, for those of you that have made a decision to go pro, that have drawn the line in the sand, maybe you've been doing this as a hobby, but now you're saying, I want to be a professional. Click that link if you have not clicked it already. Comment done, whether you can fly out with us in Las Vegas or whether you're going to be in the room online. Let this be the beginning of your career. Maddie, I want to say thank you once again, my brother. I'm so excited for what you've already been able to do in this industry. But I believe what's coming next with the incredible lineup of leadership that we have, I'm excited about being in John's home, guys. He lives right out there with ERIC WORRE. So if you could not afford a $10,000 VIP ticket to be in Eric's home, you have leadership that's saying, listen, I'm going to open up my door for you to get a glimpse of that experience to prepare you. So this is the defining moment in your career where you get to draw a line in the sand and make a decision to be in the room, either physically because you qualify for it or virtually because you paid your way in the room. Maddie, back over to you. I'm so excited. It's time to go. It's time to grow.
Let's go. I love it. Your energy is always on 10. Incredible job. I'm so excited for Vegas. It's going to be so much fun, guys. And like she said, right? John is opening his doors. John, has been in the industry for 30 plus years, 30 plus million made in career earnings. Being able to be at his house is really a one in a lifetime type of opportunity. And all you have to do is qualify to be a platinum, right? Which is 10 on the left, 10 on the right in your organization on trade and travel, and you're a platinum. So if you're a platinum, guys, get your butt to Vegas, get in that room, be present on Saturday for the GoPro event, and change your life, right? Give yourself that opportunity to advance your life, to advance your career, to advance what you want out of this business. But we'll go to one more speaker, guys, before we close this. We have an incredible leader out there in Europe. Michael Amberger has been in this industry for years, right? Like he's a $1 million earner as well. And I know he's got some stuff that he wants to tell you guys and be here. He's been with Akashx, for a little over a year now, and he's planted his flag and he's going all in with everybody over there on Europe. So Michael, if you're there, bro, I'll spotlight your video. Let's see here. Where are you? Boom. Cool. I'm host now. All right, cool. I'll make you co-host. Spotlight. Michael, man, thank you so much for all that you do as well, bro. But the floor is yours. Let's go.
Yeah, amazing. So thank you. Always, Shaina gets me so excited. Since 2018, I think the first time in Miami, I saw her live. And, the whole room was shaking. So I just can, say, I'm so grateful that we're in the same company because your energy is always getting me so inspired. But the message I just want to say, guys, when I joined this industry in the year 2016, I was in a really dark place, really unhappy with my life. And, I had big dreams, big goals, but I never had the chance. And this is something easily overlooked by a lot of people in this industry. You have a real chance, a real blueprint right now to turn your life around. And that's something you should really not take for granted, because most people, they think they have option because of social media. A lot of people, they always, blame the flashy fake lifestyle. But guys, this is real. This is a real opportunity. And if you want to, change your life around, say finally yes to your dreams, you have the chance now. The only thing what is separating you from where you want to be is knowledge. And I can tell you in the year 2016, when I first heard about ERIC WORRE, that, I can learn from this man, my life changed because I saw it as a profession. I saw it as an industry where I want to pursue a career because, guys, you can do that. The world is changing in the next 50 to 100 years. Network marketing will not go away. It will become bigger and one of the most, and best basically industries where you can, basically build your dream life. And you have all these people on this call, all these amazing speakers who already proved it, or who already made it. And I mean, most of you guys have access right now to 5, 6, and 7-figure mentorship. I mean, think about how insane that is. What industry offers you that? I come from this normal entrepreneur background where it always was about competition, where it always was about ego, where it never was about unity, never about helping each other. But you're right now in a situation in your life where you can truly change. It is only just one decision away. I'm completely honest right now, and I can tell you one thing about yourself. You're here because you deserve more. That's the only reason why you signed up in Akashx. That's the only reason why you're on Monday right now on this call, because deep down in your heart, you feel that you want to accomplish something big, but you just wait for that one sign in your life to fully take a big decision. And I can tell you what, and one thing, on the event with GoPro and with ERIC WORRE, you will do that decision and you will be transformed as a complete new person, because now then you will know what to do. And if the knowledge, the opportunity, and the timing comes together, you are unstoppable. And guys, I took my decision. I'm now 10 years in this industry and we already created great things, but I know 2026, this will be massive because we will make it massive because we are the right people with the right intentions, with the right opportunity and the right platform to truly dominate. And I'm 100% serious right now. This will be the biggest ride of your entire life because I decided it for myself that this will be the biggest, career and the biggest run of my life. So if you also feel that there are some true things what I say, then take a decision, never look back, and massively take action by getting a ticket. Because if we push this strong enough, we get even Matthew, as one of the speakers on the stage for the ERIC WORRE event. And that would help all of us, because if we get our, Matthew, our leader on that stage, then we plant Akashx, basically in this industry as a flag, so I'm, really excited. I definitely will be all in. And one last tip, if you want to know how we had that massive momentum in Europe and specifically in Germany, it was watch parties. If you truly want to take this opportunity right now, the 3 days to a complete new level, you take the phone, you call all your leaders in your team, and if you can't attend the event physically, you book an Airbnb, you book, I don't know, a big house or something, or you just invite everyone to your living room for 3 days straight, and you basically spend 3 days like a watch party on this event, and you share your energy, you share your thoughts, you do late night masterminds, and you transform your business and your life. Because we definitely will set up everywhere watch parties, because not everyone can go to Vegas, but you can bring Vegas into the living rooms. And that was one of the biggest nuggets we actually did in the previous business, and we will do here for sure as well. So with that being said, Matthew said I will just call, basically finish off the call. And guys, let's get it going. I'm super excited. See you, much love, take care, and ciao, ciao.